A half-in-ear design with ANC? What were they thinking? Does it even fit well, and how does it even sound? And are they even worth spending 18,000 rupees when you can get a flagship from Sony or Samsung? Well, all these were the questions bouncing around in my head when I got the Apple AirPods 4, which now come with ANC at the Digit Test Labs. As an audio aficionado, I picked them first to review and to find answers to all of these questions and more. And if you are someone who has the same questions that I did, then join me, Satvik Pandey, as we set out to answer all of these questions and more in my detailed review of the Apple AirPods 4 with ANC. And before that, do not forget to subscribe to Digit and hit that bell icon to ensure that you are notified the next time we are putting out a video. Let's get on with the review of the Apple AirPods 4. When it comes to the design, the Apple AirPods 4 do not stray away much from its predecessors. The case is narrower, giving it a sleek profile, but it still follows Apple's minimalist aesthetic. The glossy finish of the Apple AirPods 4 looks great out of the box, but based on my experience with the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen, the case will pick up some scratches and scuffs with long time use. I mean, I've barely used these earbuds for over a week and there are visible scratches on the surface. So be careful when you're using these TWS. Either plop them in a case or use them with utmost care. With that aside, the case has a nice heft to it and in typical AirPods fashion is fairly easy to open and close. Kudos to Apple over there. Interestingly, Apple has swapped out the pairing button in favor of a touch interface on the case, simplifying the design further and reducing potential spots for dirt buildup. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The half-in-ear design of the Apple AirPods 4. While this type of design can be more comfortable for some, it's not universal. Neither I or the folks whom I passed on these TWS to got a great seal, meaning the ANC performance and the overall sound signature suffered a little bit. More on that later. Even when I forced these earbuds into my ear, the fit got slightly better, but the seal was not what I would get with a pair of truly in-ear earphones. And my ears also started hurting after prolonged use. I was also scared that these earbuds might fall off my ear anytime during my workouts or during our trademark head shake test. So the bottom line in terms of the built-in design of the Apple AirPods 4 is that the case looks sleek, but it will definitely catch scratches over time, and the half-in-ear design won't suit everyone, so definitely try them out before you go in with your purchase. Now the Apple AirPods 4 fit right into the Apple ecosystem without skipping a beat. You get a well-implemented flagship-like feature set, but these TWS earphones are rendered useless when connected to a non-Apple device. Now there are workarounds, but the route to attaining access to these features is so convoluted that by the time you get around to getting your AirPods to work with an Android phone or a Windows or a Linux PC, you would have sunk in enough time that you would be better off buying a pair of TWS from another brand which is far more compatible than the AirPods 4. With that out of the way, here is a quick run through of the features and my thoughts on them. Noise control has 4 modes and the quick access via the control center is fairly intuitive. When it comes to the controls, there is slim scope of customization. You can only change the press to hold action to switch between the noise cancelling modes or activate Siri. Personalized volume dynamically adjusts the volume based on your surrounding, though it takes some time to get used to, but is fairly effective. Now, conversational awareness works on the same principle, but in practice, I found it easier to just take the earbuds out of my ear when talking to the folks around me. Adaptive audio is another neat addition to the earbuds and is useful when walking or running out in noisy environments. If you're watching movies, do not forget to turn on personalized spatial audio for immersiveness, and if you are one for conserving the battery life on your AirPods 4, which you ideally should be, now there is also an optimized battery charging mode which ensures that you can prolong the battery life of your earbuds and prevent them from ending up in a landfill as e-waste. Lastly, there are the head gestures. It is a fun and quirky feature, but will definitely get eyeballs onto you whenever you are using them. Now on to the main part, the performance of the Apple AirPods 4. Now these earbuds, despite their half-in-ear design, delivered a spectacular sound signature. While I expected the bass to be lacking, Apple managed to produce a commendable sound experience. Bass-heavy tracks like Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars had a satisfying depth, and the mids and the highs offered clarity, making these earbuds well suited for genres like rock, metal and classical music. You can see it for yourself in the sound signature readings of the Apple AirPods 4. The bass frequencies have a decent presence, the mids are fairly flat and come close to our baseline reading, providing good vocal clarity, and the highs, despite being elevated, added a much needed touch of brilliance to instruments and vocals. The soundstage is more open due to the half-in-ear design, and with spatial audio in fixed mode, the experience was very immersive. However, the head-tracked spatial audio feature felt underwhelming and frankly unnecessary. Now, with their half-in-ear design, the real challenge for the AirPods 4 was the ANC. Now, due to its fit, the ANC was not the best for me. Now, when I did manage to get a decent seal, the H2 chip worked wonders. Like on a recent flight, the difference in ANC of the Apple AirPods Pro Gen 2 and this AirPods 4 was fairly minimal only when I got a decent seal with these earbuds. But the biggest deal breaker was when I had to take them out of my ears because they started hurting a lot. I had to push them in fair bit to ensure that I got a good seal. But in noisy environments like in our office, it struggles until I spoke loudly. Have a listen for yourself.
Hello, this is a mic check for the Apple AirPods 4. This is a microphone check for the Apple AirPods 4.
This is not ideal for folks who prefer quiet conversations. To sum up the performance of the AirPods, you will get great sound clarity for genres with clear vocals and percussion instruments, but the ANC performance depends heavily on the kind of fit that you are getting. So definitely give them a try before you are going in with your purchase. As for the microphone, the performance does falter in noisy environments. However, if you are a loud orator like me, you will not struggle much with the performance of the microphone on these earbuds. The battery life is one area where the AirPods 4 falls short spectacularly. To begin with, Apple only claims 4 hours of battery life with ANC on, and in my testing with ANC on and the volume set to 50%, these earbuds lasted an abysmal 3.5 hours before the battery ran out. Now, this is honestly very disappointing considering the fact that other earbuds in the market can offer much better performance than the AirPods 4. Now, turn on features like spatial audio and adaptive audio and you are looking at even lesser battery life, around 2.5 to just 3 hours with ANC on. Now, the answer to the question whether you should buy the AirPods 4 or not is not simple. They deliver solid sound quality with ANC when the fit is right, but the half-in-ear design, limited battery life and the Apple ecosystem lock-in make them a tough sell at 17,990 rupees. If you are fully invested in the Apple ecosystem and don't want to splurge on the Apple AirPods Pro, then these might work for you. However, if you're open to other brands, you'll find much better options at even half the price like the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro or the slightly pricier Sony WF-1000XM5s, which come in at around 20,000 rupees but offer a much better experience. They are their respective brands' flagships and they deliver performance that is miles better than the AirPods 4 in every respect. And for those who prefer half-in-ear design, the Nothing Ear Stick, which comes in at around 4,000 rupees, offers a much cheaper alternative with comparable sound quality, albeit without ANC. And that was my review of the Apple AirPods 4 with ANC. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below if you're already using a pair of AirPods with ANC, and if not, let us know whether you will be spending your hard-earned money on these rather mediocre earbuds which seem to be great on the spec sheets but pale in real-world performance. Until next time.